Hey guys, this is Fractalsponge. Hello and welcome to another Star Wars Legends lore video. Today's content will be fairly quick. I just want to share some stuff that I've been reading with you guys, and specifically I want to talk about the Dark Empire comics, which I've been reading in preparation for my next episode of TapCaf Transmissions, which is the podcast I do with Corey. It's sort of a Star Wars book club type of thing. Anyway, let's set the scene. And almost all of the information today comes from the Dark Empire comic book, the Dark Empire audio production, or the Dark Empire source book. Days after the New Republic successfully defeated Grand Admiral Thrawn and brought an end to his campaign at the Battle of Bilbringi, the Imperial Ruling Council convened and launched a massive assault against the galaxy, working with a coordination that hadn't been seen since the Battle of Endor. Together, they took back vast swaths of the galaxy, including the Imperial throne world of Coruscant, and the New Republic again was transformed into the Rebel Alliance, not unlike what we see with the Resistance and the New Republic in the sequel trilogy. However, as the temporarily reunified Empire began to consolidate their holdings and set up shop again on Coruscant, there was a major dispute over which one of the Imperial sub-factions should lead the totality of the Empire. Should it be the Navy? Should it be the ISB? Should it be the Ubictorate or Compnor or some other arm of government? And old tensions began to resurface, not only across the various levels of the Imperial government, but also between individuals. Old enemies and old conflicts began to resurface. And in what was generally described as a madness, an Imperial Civil War commenced. The recapturing of much of the galaxy had been led by perhaps dozens or hundreds of fleets, with dozens of dreadnoughts. As the tensions rose to a boiling point, they turned upon each other, in perhaps history's most wasteful and destructive use of Imperial assets. It seems pretty obvious that this was actually caused by Palpatine, who was using his dark side powers to sort of cleanse the unworthy from the Empire, but either way, it resulted in the planet of Coruscant becoming an absolute battleground. Most of the Imperial city, the heart of the Ecumenopolis, was leveled. Fighting among Imperials ravaged the entire planet, and everything was in disorder. And this is how the planet and the galaxy stands at the beginning of Dark Empire 1. At some point, the New Republic, or now the Rebel Alliance again I guess, decide to send a small force to Coruscant. It's unclear exactly what the purpose was, but Luke Skywalker, as well as Lando, Wedge, and others, traveled to Coruscant in a captured Imperial Star Destroyer, the Liberator. As I said, the mission really makes no sense. It's unclear whether they were trying to rescue survivors, trying to attack the Imperial fleet. All we really know is from the crawl, which says the Rebel Alliance has been using captured Imperial Star Destroyers to perform hit-and-run sorties. But either way, given the massive presence of ships in orbit around Imperial Center, they were shot down almost immediately. They were forced to land on the planet itself, and Luke, not unlike his father, skillfully set the ship down while ensuring the survival of his crew. However, Han Solo also, when discussing the crash, figured that Luke probably put the Star Destroyer down on as many Imperials as possible. Really, it's hard to understand devastation of this magnitude. Coruscant was wrecked, and it's sort of weird that we don't see the effects of it after the comic, and there's a lot of stuff like that with Dark Empire. But either way, the actual comic itself starts with Han, Leia, and others trying to rescue Luke and the other crew members of the Liberator, who have been stranded on the planet's surface and fighting not only against various Imperial factions, but also scavengers and pirates. While there, Luke remarks upon the devastation of Coruscant and how much worse it was when compared to the New Republic's tenure on the planet, and also manages to recover one of the Emperor's holocrons. The issue ends with him being sucked up by one of Palpatine's Force Storms and transported to Biss. But that's all I have for you guys today. I said it would be a short episode, and well, it is. I hope that you enjoyed it nonetheless, and if you're okay with the occasional shorter video, consider leaving a like. It really helps take some stress off me when I'm super busy, like I am this weekend. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. As always, have a great one, and may the Force be with you.